Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just About where I am playing Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode we did even more job quests, and today we're going to go into even more job quests. Anyway, the professor is well again. The time has come. I will issue with you about my challenge. He and his minions use Rust Rock, yeah, as their hideout. But who should bear the letter there? I will go. You, sister? Is this wise? What if they set upon you again? No, better that I go. Master, wait, if you deliver the letter, it will most certainly end in blood. Lynn should go. Without a hostage, they can't pull no dirty tricks. They wouldn't dare try Lynn again. Very well, I entrust this letter to you. Take it to Rustrock, and see you to Theobald's hands. I can fly in this area. Oh, joyous occasions. Yeah, I couldn't even fly last time I was here for this job quest. Oh my god. Oh, freedom of flight, I swear. I do declare. So, oh, I remember you. Friend to the pathetic monks. You're bold to come here. What do you want? A lot of challenge from Bitter Guild to Theobald, written in an angry and messy hand. A letter of challenge. A dated practice befitting a dying style. A lot of effort simply to lose. I accept, indeed. I anticipated that I would have had to deal with that stubborn fool. I'd have to deal with the stubborn fool in a beating. I will be at Schism, and you may tell Bitter Guild, nay, my dear cousin Theodwit, that he would do well to bring a coffin. Wait, where are you? Oh. Of course, Schism. I just ate, and a lot. So I have burps and hiccups and everything. It's my food fighting back. It does not want to be devoured. But it's a foolish endeavor. It's already dead. Noni. Look at that big ol' hole. Letter is delivered. Sorry, just like this effect just remind me of that. I've invited the people of Alagana. They too shall bear witness. The fight is to be single combat, but my opponent's scruples at naught. Well, do we know this, and so I must be prepared for anything. But whatever should happen, I'm confident we will prevail, for as I trained, I awakened to a new power. The power to protect. Really, a crowd? Well, if you're determined to make a spectacle of your demise, who am I to stop you? Let all present witness the death of the fist of Ralgar. Hear me, people of Alamigo. A feeble faith such as this charlatan peddles will avail you not. Only a strong and absolute ruler can save you. Only I can save you. Those words may as well come from the Empire. People need not another tyrant. Nay, they need his hope. And hope they may have. Hope everlasting in their hearts. That none can take away. So I beg you, brother, give up your aspirations for the throne. Join me in reviving the Fist of Ralgar, as is your right. The time for deception is past, but one man I know wields the lands as you do. So take off this mask you wear, the mask of a dead prince, and show me your face, Audrey, my brother. Show me your face. Audrey, long has it been since last I heard that name? I had always thought you did with it, but it seems your memory still serves you well at least. Why do you so desire our destruction? So much so that you fool even yourself. Like you, I was an orphan. The temple was the only home I knew. But that home was taken from me, laid to waste at Theodoric's command. The monks, hailed as the realm's greatest warriors, could not withstand the Mad King's might. It was then that I knew that blood counts for more than all else. All the training we undergo, to hone flesh and mind, none of it is worth spitting in the face of absolute power. And those who are born without it, those like me, will ever be made to suffer. But you had it all from the beginning, born into the royal family with the blood of kings coursing through your veins. You had the power to lead and to rule, but you still turned your back on our nation's liberation. And for what? For the sake of a fist that couldn't protect itself. I was nobody, just one of the Griffin's lowly doubles. But if you will not rise up for our nation, then I will. And you have no right to stop me, you who have forfeited your own birthright. Hear me, brother. Our blood defines not who we are. The path we walk is ours to choose. And I have chosen not to destroy, but to protect. Hollow words from someone born to power. You will never understand what it means to be weak. Never. I am Widigeld, a brother of the Fist of Roger. That is who I am. No more, no less. I live to revive the Fist of Roger, and by my fist I will prove it to you. Well now, the professor said there would be a spectacle, but I certainly won't say no to some action. I've been itching for it since our match was cancelled. Enough, Adri. Our goals are the same, our methods but differ. Together we can achieve much. We can restore our order. Adri is dead. I'm Theobald, Theodoric's true heir and rightful king of Alamigo, and by your death I shall claim my throne. How are you doing? The power of Christ compels thee! To resort to the tools of our oppression, or stop it not for power. There's a twisted existence, and we must straighten him out. Come, my friends, we fight for hope. Hope, grant me strength. Ah, really? I'm already in combat? Okay, no. So be it. Let me go and see if I remember how to play this fucking time. Why are you ready? Focus on the others. And that would be, I guess, this story a lot. Look at all these boys! Where's my blood? Where's my blood? Where'd the blood go? Oh, in the puddle of fire. In the burning ring of fire? The ring of fire. Really? Just gonna keep doing that, huh? I'm gonna do a little bit of heal. There we go. Finish this guy. Because he's an annoying little bitch. Extreme caution. Haha, you fool. I know Blighted Bouquet. Fuck, I didn't move! Okay, game. Let's see how it is. Me trying to be fucking cool. And the game's being like, nah, you're not. I may have done an auto attack though by accident. Let's see. Okay. I don't know the timing very well of Extreme Caution, honestly. There are different timings between the different attacks. That's not gonna do that. How about Holy Fizz? How loud he coming? Oh, he just buffed himself, really? Me thinking it would do something cooler. But what do you mean? Bruh! I hate this fucking... That was dumb. That was dumb game. Whatever. See you now. Adri, when next we fight, let it be as brothers. Let it be face to face. I am weak, too weak to bear the fist of Roger alone. Yet come what may, I will not give up. Each time I fall, I will pick myself up. From my heart I ask you this, will you not join me? Help me to build a new fist. One that knows not highborn or low, that discerns not shadow or light, a fist of Roger where all may belong. Your fiery zeal kindles hope within people's hearts, and doubt not but that many will come to you seeking strength. The strength to protect that which they hold dear, and by their own hands. Adam, let us return to Alagana. There's still much to do. Not least of all, thanking all our pugilist friends for their most timely arrival. Back to the peak. 'Twas a fine speech, spoken from the heart. Lacked polish, to be sure, but that'll come with age and experience. And as good a drubbing we gave them, the Coastergate will be laying low for a while. As will I think. At my age, a moment of fun costs a week of soreness. You must admit, though, every so often it's good to hurl yourself into a real battle. A real battle? I don't know about you, but I scarcely broke a sweat. Oh, then I suppose I was simply imagining all your huffing and puffing. Well, sad though it is to part, it's time, a pastime be headed home. But I hope to continue this fine exchange with our friend monks, Zenta and Ochaka especially. Young and lithe as they are, I believe they harbor much pugilic potential, and it'd be my pleasure to personally help them explore it. Gods, can you make it any more obvious? Till next time, take care, Lynn, and thanks for showing these old bones a good time. With your help, we have managed to weather another storm. I dare say we've all earned a moment's respite. You know, I can't help but feel the Master's too nice sometimes. After all that Theobald, Adri fellow did to him. He goes and begs to the villagers to tend his wounds. So complete is his dedication to reviving the Fist of Rhalgr. He wastes no energy on such things as anger and retribution. Right, and at any rate, there's nothing standing in our way for now. We're free to get on with our mission. That we are. and what we have begun in Alagana, we should continue in all corners of Girabania, never resting until the Fist of Valgor thrives throughout the realm once more. I'd say Master has work cut out for him. He's gonna need all the support we can muster. So let us ever strive to grow stronger. The better to provide that support, after all. It wouldn't do to always rely on them. Damn right, so what are we waiting for? Let's go and train. Well, what? But we've only just... excuse us then. And thank you from the bottom of our hearts for everything. You. Witnessing your furious struggle, I could not help but wish that I too could contribute in my fists. My son, I suspect, felt the same way when he chose to join the resistance. But as he walked his own path, so too must I. As a man of science, it is my duty to pursue truth immutable, so knowledge may one day benefit future generations. I did my small part for Reader Guild's cause. But know that it was mostly you, my friend, who helped him to forge ahead in the face of adversity, who picked him up when fate cast him down. And for that I am grateful. You possess a noble heart, and it more than makes up for your lackluster mind. Can you fuck off? With that I shall head back to Ul'dah. As fine a distraction as it has been to watch young bloods come into their own, my research will not advance itself. As ever, should you wish to partake of my knowledge, do not hesitate to come to me. Never in my life. Recent trials have taught me much about myself, about the extent of my depths. Through adversity, none of you abandoned me, merely abandoned my dream, but never again. I owe it to those who stood by me. To many I am indebted, and to you most of all. You are my master in all but name, ever leading by example, teaching me strength and grace. I pray that you will help many others as you have helped me. I shall resume my mission with my disciples at my side. Together we will spread the fist across the land. The journey will be long, but come with me. I will see it through, for I am not alone. Fare you well, my sister, till next we meet. Ready got some yielding spirits, stokes a fire within you. As we learn, Brotherhood. Which does some interesting stuff. So, grants Brotherhood and meditative Brotherhood to self and all nearby party members. The Brotherhood effect increases damage dealt by 5%. And the meditative Brotherhood effect gives a 20% chance you open a chakra when you or a party member under this spell successfully lands a weapon skill or cast a spell. So using this is going to increase everybody's damage, and it's also going to make your chakras fill up really quickly. So you can use the meditation move. Right. Let's take a look, shall we? Ah, this one, yes. I recognize this one. This one looks freaking amazing. Like, all together, it's really good. And look, a weapon that just glows from the beginning. Right. Nice. I want to check out the yes. The individual pieces for a moment. So just like another circle. A lot of circles in this expansion. And then this set over here, which I think I would have liked it more if it didn't have the freaking leopard print. Because leopard print is very like specific in creating a look. The gloves are nice though. I mean, all of it is in general nice, really. Pants is fine. The feet. Can't say I like that. Like separately. I'm looking at these like in one set and then separately. Anyway, these weapons look pretty good. Even though once again leopard print, kind of a problematic thing to deal with when you're making any form of outfit ever. Anyway, let us go and deal with the Dragoon one.
Ah, Lynn, quite nice to see you again. Pray forgive me, I have not made any progress in ascertaining the reason for Funem's rage. It is truly pathetic. I've been alive far, far longer than you and yet have nothing to show for it. Surely you did not think me younger than you. I may be small, but you should know that we Dravanians live far longer than any man. Wait, we do live an awfully long time, Lynn. I think I may have got it. Dravanians live for eons. I've heard tales from Gullibursty of dragons going into seclusion for centuries while carrying grief in their hearts. Ultimately, they are unable to bear this strain, and it breaks something fundamental within them. Many a year will need to pass before I come of age to choose a consort, but I believe they help in saving oneself from the abyss of isolation. This is why your kind elects to marry, is it not?
We marry for love. Save our race from extinction? I have no idea why anyone marries. Okay, yeah, no, I go for this because I do like love.
Love, that sounds fairly similar to our reason for choosing a consort. Regardless, I am almost certain that Farnham's fury was caused by the profound loneliness she has endured over this past millennium. Leaving Father's side after they spent so long together must have caused her intense anguish. The question is, how do we heal her pain?
I see you to survive your talk with the dragon. Was it as fruitful a discussion as you had hoped for? Not that it matters much. A group of Gastiri merchants have pooled their resources and hired a hunter said to be quite handy with the lads. I have my doubts he's capable of slaying the worm, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to watch him try.
I wonder who the dragon slayer in question could be. I struggle to imagine there are that many men with the skill to go toe-to-toe with a dragon like Farnham. However, if he truly is a threat, then we cannot risk him reaching her before us. We may not have a plan, but we have little choice. Come then, let us hurry to where we last saw Farnham.
Right. What the fuck is... Sorry. Once again, just like the chat, and then I'm just like, what in the name? I think both of the big fates right now are up in... Also, we got the festival. Wow, really. Yeah, the lucky things is like a chain you need to follow, and wham bam, thank you, Mammoth. Both big fates. This is just a massive quest chain, this one. Or fate, the fate chain.
Oh, where is she? We must find her before the hunter does.
It's good to see you again, Warrior of Light. Oh. Hello there. It would seem that we two Azure Dragoons share one target. I suppose neither of us still holds that mantle. Old habits do not die so easily.
The Azure Dragoon of Ishgard?
And who exactly is your diminutive friend, Lynn? A journey to the Far East in search of an ancient worm's consort. Quite a tale indeed. At the end of my journey, I chose to continue my travels and eventually found myself in the Far East. It was here that the word of the dragon you seek reached mine ears. It has been my intention to act as an intermediary between man and dragon, assuming the beast could be reasoned with. If not, I was prepared to brandish my lance. Regardless, I would wager that the young one has the right of it. What is more, she is doubtless still suffering from the effect of Nidhogg's hateful dirge that summoned the horde. The dreadworm's hold over his brood was absolute. His unquestionable thirst for vengeance spread throughout the horde, leaving none untouched. To think one of them was able to resist his call to decimate Ishgard. It should come as no surprise that she would succumb to madness. The worm spent a millennium in solitude resisting Nidhogg's demands for vengeance. I can think of but one way she may be saved. We weaken her enough that she's willing to listen to reason.
You've already tried that approach. It did not work last time, and I very much doubt repeating it will change anything.
I do not advocate the same approach, little one. I would have you do more than simply talk to her. Nay, you shall use your roar. That is the only way you can hope to let her know the war is ended. That her consort awaits her in the skies above.
My roar?
You have the 2 dragoons and Bested Nidhogg at your sides. There's naught to fear. All you need to do is harness your roar to clear the haze that clouds the worm's eyes.
I shall do my best. Should we fail again, I fear we may not be blessed with another chance. Pray lend me your strength, Azure Dragoons.
Let us depart. The frenzied dragon awaits us on Bardam's Meadow. The time is nigh to free her from the war's tragedy. Ah, shit. I will draw her attention while you attack. Yes, here. I have drawn her attention instead because, well, I'm just cool like that. I still have troubles like with the start of the dragoon rotation. Heavens fall.
Keep at it, Azure Dragoons.
Abyssic Buster. Chaotic Verse. Not call the Warrior of Light, she's weakening. Okay. So weren't you supposed to be the one grabbing the attention of this enemy? I guess I'm just built different.
We must get through to her.
The heavens fall. There we are. Wow. Come to my side, I shall heal you. Oh my goodness, yes. So that healing, huh? Guess I'll do the healing myself then. Oh, it's the dragon. Oh, okay, I see. I thought Estinio was like, let me heal you. I'm like, wait a minute. Where are the heals at?
Abyssic Buster.
I don't need to go here, we're fine. I've got my Final Fantasy Tactics. Because I recently played Final Fantasy Tactics. Yeah. Can no longer bear the brunt of her attacks? Bruh. Justinian, come on. You're better than that. If I needed to wait, I would have gone back to the boy. A small dragon boy. With me. Now to the one. Roar with all your being.
Phantom, hear my cry.
Why? Why must we go to war? I have no will, no desire to fight. I have only silence, a most deafening silence.
It's no use, I cannot reach her.
Then I'll be so quick to abandon hope, my son. I come for thee, dearest Farnham.
Her wings of white. Long have they filled my dreams, Fedrofni, my love. Father! Are you? Okay.
Noble dragoons, Ornkai, I give you my thanks. Were it not for your succor, I would not have been reunited with my beloved.
Allow me to thank you as well. I truly thought Fedrofnir, Fedrofnir, whatever, lost to me. Mere words will scarce be enough to convey my appreciation. When the conflict began 1,000 years past, Nidhogg demanded to exact vengeance upon man. However, I refused to allow his hatred to take root within me. I could not bring myself to forget the days when I soared azure skies with Fedrofnir, night on back.
A dragon cannot simply shut her ears to her sire's call. To do so would cause her great torment. Thus I bid Farnham flee to the east. She might live in peace until the final strains of the Dragonsong War did fade to an end. Duty bound to protect Zenith, I remained behind in Dravania, but ever did I regret not following my heart and my beloved. 'Twas after she left for the eastern lands that thou didst come into this world, my son.
Now I finally see why I was given a name meaning one born of sadness. Alas, I fear I will never be your match, father. Farnham barely even noticed my roar.
Belittle not your efforts, Ornkai. Should not have known to come here were it not for thy roar, which mine ears strong and clear as I soared the skies above.
Father. Well, I suppose you are quite keen to talk with Farnham. It's been quite some time since you last met, after all. Let us make haste. I'm not used to seeing my father so enamored.
Ah yes, dragon sex. Help me, please.
Anyway. I give both of you my sincerest thanks. I find myself especially indebted to you, Lyn. Our adventures investigating these legends shall live long in my memory. And you, as your dragoon, your strength far exceeds the tales I've heard.
Your words are appreciated, but the appellation is unnecessary. I have long since left that life behind. My past experiences with Nidhogg made me eager to see Farnham saved. When the Dreadworm took me as his vessel, I felt his mad heart's palpitations as mine own. There was no end to the sadness and distress that flowed from his soul. However, it was this ordeal that allowed me to harness the dragon within, whilst retaining my sense of self. You ought to be capable of the same by now, Lyn. It shall doubtless serve you well in battles to come.
If you are truly done with your old title, then I have a proposal for a new one. The Crimson Dragoon. Much more befitting now that the two of you fight alongside dragons, harnessing their strength as your own.
I can see myself warming up to this new name. And best of luck to you, Ornkai. Expect you to be as strong as your father the next time our paths do cross. Warrior of Light, I look forward to the day when we are able to fight side by side once more. Keep well.
You shall have nothing to worry about. I will become just as capable as my father, so that I may someday soar the skies with a dragoon like you on my back. Thank you once again for everything, Lyn. It is time for me to begin the journey home with father and Farnham. But not I will ever be in your debt. I sincerely hope this is not the last of our adventures.
I sincerely hope that it is.
Because I can't say that I like this quest that much.
I like the ending of it, but other than that, meh. Anyway. Fighting alongside your friends stirs the blood of the dragon within. As we learn, Nastrond. Let me explain. The dragon gauge indicates the strength of the first brute's gaze. Their gaze can be strengthened by executing Mirage Dive up to a maximum of 2 units. When under the brute's full gaze, you can execute Guard's Kogel, which grants life of the dragon. So long as this effect remains active, you can execute powerful actions such as Nostrand or Star Driver, acquired level 80. So the idea at this point would be that whenever you use Mirage Dive, fuck, that's a new thing. Whenever you would use Star Diver, I guess over here should be good. Or not Star Diver. Whenever you use Mirage Dive, the eye will open a little bit. Once you have done 2 of them, you will then be able to use Geist Kogel to initiate Life of the Dragon. Once you have initiated Life of the Dragon, your Geist Kogel will turn into Nastrand. So there is an attack to all enemies in a straight line before you, with opponents. You have 300 for the first enemy and 30 for all remaining enemies. So it would be more powerful than Geist Kogel, which is one thing. And how long does this last again? It does not tell me. Alright. Nice. Actually, whatever. I think it's like 30 seconds, so you can use 2 of them. Yes, 2 of them. Using the third one is very difficult, if not impossible to do, because of certain limitations with server shenanigans. The problem is, like, you have to press a Geist Kogel and it immediately turns into Nostrand, but the timer also immediately moves, so you have to like press them back to back, and there's only a certain like a speed that you can get. Like you can only press it that like so fast. I do not really know what the super optimal way of doing it is, because I am not a Dragoon main and I'm not going to look it up either. But well, yeah. This is what I have experienced. Also, this is apparently Estinian's. It definitely looks like Estinian's armor set. Interesting. Is this Estinian's? I think it is. Yeah. I don't like it. That much I can tell you right now. So the helmet is kind of wild. The armor is... I don't know, man. Like, this is with a lot of Dragoon sets, though. They're all, like, very... very pointy. It's really not my style. And then the spear, which, you know, is basically the relic weapon. Okay, that was disappointing. To the next one. When clans collide. It is time then. The army of the Kakutsi clan marches on the Yangshi even as you speak. Princess Yuki keeps watch from afar, and she says their numbers are legion. We must gather our brothers and sisters of the village, and make towards the Ruby Sea to meet them head on. There is one thing, however, that does not sit well with me. As Princess Yuki tells it, there is no sign of Lord Hanzo among the advancing army. Though we met only the once, he does not strike me as a man who would stay home and let others fight his battles. He's surely plotting something, but what? Have you any ideas, Lou? He would strike at that blind spot. But of course, he means to circle around and cross over the Yangtze by way of the Azim Steppe, catching us from behind. And yet our foe vastly outnumbers us. We simply cannot afford to spread our forces thinner than they already are. If Hanzo means to sneak through the back door undetected, like as not, he comes alone. I would trust the defense of the steppe to you. Go in safety, friend, and may the Kami smile on us today. Can't speak for you, but getting caught between 2 Goblin Ninja clans wasn't high on my to-do list. Still, we're in this ship together, so might as well see the voyage through to the end, I reckon. If that Hanzo shows up, grab at least half of the scroll for me, will you? Fly on your beautiful bird. May as well get more of the map unlocked. There we go.
Pardon me, my girl. I seem to have lost my way. Could you show an old man to Plum Spring?
Good that you're not as stupid as your friends, but it is too late. The scroll has returned to the hands of its rightful owner, and everything proceeds according to my plan. As expected, the Doman ninjutsu was a sad sight to behold, where Sasuke's Asari gets struggle to wield 3 mudra. That is what? Where Sasuke's sorry to get struggled. Wait, well, where Sasuke's sorry gets struggle to wield 3 mudra, the Yonin of the Kakekikuchi command 4 with ease. Bunshin no Jutsu, so we call it in the Hingan tongue. Mirrors and mirrors of mirrors. In a matter of moments, my fellow loyal men appeared from afar to be a legion. With all but a few abandoning the village to meet the challenge of my army, it was simple enough to put on the guise of the old man and walk out with what's rightfully mine. That is the difference between a true shinobi and a doman whoresons who dishonor our name with their very existence. But the dishonor ends today, at long last. I shall wipe the earth of the sons of Sasuke ashamed, the thief who stole my great ancestors' knowledge and consigned our proud clan to ruin. I should not waste my time with a false shinobi such as you, and yet there is a sharpness and edge in your technique that your doman friends lack. Yes, you should make a fine test for my newfound powers. Come, great beast, Hanzo the Hidden, the son of your first master bids you come. What is the meaning of this? So fierce and their floppy ears so terrifying, their sharply protruding teeth. The audience gasps in horror. I can only think of one person who would do that. You. I killed you. I thought you sharpened at that, my friend. There was some resemblance around the eyes, I'll admit, but a real me is so much more handsome. The lordling is dumbfounded, so stubbornly proud was he of his precious 4th mudra. Never in a million years did it occur to him that my master Gekkai had mastered the same technique, a technique he imparted to me. Oh, and if those lovely little creatures thumping about you didn't give it away, the scroll in your hands is quite fake. Couldn't very well let that forbidden knowledge fall into the wrong hands, could I? Though you only succeeded in killing my mirror, you did try to kill me. I really didn't appreciate that. My poor little chick, you always end up doing the dirty work, don't you? But worry not, for this time at your side stands not Amuro the Dim or some two guild rogues, but the most stylishly lethal shinobi this realm has ever seen. What say we cut this self-important sop down to size? You dare mock me? Your every breath brings shame to the ancestors of our arts, my ancestors. You will pay for your insolence. Come. They came. Alright. Hanzo the Hidden. There you go. A fairly decent opener, if I do say so myself. His freaking dagger. You cannot strike what you cannot see. Punch it. see through the thing. Yeah, lucky guess. On. Oh, okay, that was close. I almost lost my hook on. Oh, hi. I shine. Wouldn't look too close if I were you. Of course your clones would be stupid enough to actually look. Just over there, okay? Thanks, Caruso. Oh, hi. Damn, boy, big! It's shit, Caruso. No, that wasn't very smart, was it? Pokes in the face. You've come far, my little chick. I dare say you could teach the dim one a lesson or two. Spare aboard the details. I have a reputation to uphold after all, and it was rather exhilarating to fight on the same side for once. I really should do it again sometime. Till meet again, exit our hero, stage right. What's this you say? Carster still lives? Haha, another slippery bird had another trick of his sleeves. All's well then, well, eh? Seemed the Carster fellow was alright Benny Cove after all. Reckon you're lucky to have a friend like him. Lucky! For all the trouble he puts us through, I would sooner have 1,000 arch enemies. I'll be pleased to know we made short work of the Kakakushi army. As soon as we realized there was mostly smoke and mirrors, when long before we milled what was left of them. We could not have done it without you, Lin. You are the savior of our village. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. We can rest easy knowing that half of the Forbidden Scroll is safely back in our hands. If the half Karasu gave to Hanzo and the other Beko was a fake, that means... Curse it out, that confounded crow! My duty is clear. I must pursue Karasu and recover the scroll. Tsubame, pray tell the others that I will be returning to Eorzea for the foreseeable future. Do not mention Karasu's name. Remember, the official story is that the traitor is long since dead. Do not worry, Abora. I will see that the others leave you alone. As I always do. Sharpened up a bit, have you, lad? Now, if you don't mind, I'll be taking the false scroll back with me to Limsa. If even that Hanzo couldn't whittle the difference, all Carvalane and the Krakens don't like to know any better. Lin Abora, it was my honor to lend my blade to your cause. Wish I could have cut down a few more of Hanzo's henchmen, but oh well. I suppose one can't have all. Can't have it all. Now I must return home to... Hells, I've forgotten Nakagi. The poor fool's probably tearing the realm upside down looking for me. I must be off, friends. The Mord keeps you on your toes, I'll give you that. And with that, I'd best be moving my dew beaters as well. Then I too shall take my leave. My friends, it was as ever an honor to fight by your side. Then if you're not in a hurry to return to your adventures, I would have a word with you. Pray meet me at the storehouse upon your return to La Noche. Lanaseya. Who fucking knows? Or Lanusk, as I used to say it. Like a fucking idiot! Let's... Welcome back, Lynn. You may enter. Now, Lynn, thank you for coming. I've been reflecting on recent events and contemplating what it means to walk the path of the shinobi. I know you to be the contemplative sort as well, so I would share with you my thoughts. When I first came to Eorzea, I thought only of fulfilling the duty entrusted to me by my elders. It would be no exaggeration to say that it was my sole purpose in life. Meeting you, learning the truth of Master Gekkai from Karasu. These experiences changed me. In the end, I forsook my duty in favor of following my own heart. I faced my old master in combat, and slew him for his treachery. Even after that, I remained here in Eorzea to follow my own sense of duty. But even though I believed in the path I had chosen, in my heart of hearts, part of me was unsure. Is my true home not my village? Is my true duty not to the brothers and sisters I left behind? I have pondered time and again the story of Master Sasuke as told by the old hermit, and at long last it is clear to me. Master Sasuke could have returned home after freeing the people of Doma from the tyrant's reign. In fact, one could say it was his duty to do so. Instead, he chose to remain there and founded the village where I was raised. This was not his duty, at the very least not a duty tasked to him by his master, Hanzo I, but rather a cause he took up of his own accord. In this sense, I cannot blame the descendants of the Kagekakushi from viewing him as little more than a dishonorable renegade worthy of scorn. Nevertheless, Master Sasuke was willing to forsake his legacy and the recognition of his people to follow a path that he truly believed in. I have no intention of abandoning my village entirely, but I too would follow in my ancestors' footsteps, in my own humble way. My first mission that I gave myself is to track down Karasu and bring the stolen scroll back to the village where it belongs. He's ever an elusive bird, and the task will not be easy, but I welcome the challenge. But forgive me, Lin, I've rambled on enough. You have proven yourself to be a true shinobi, and more than that, a true friend. I look forward to the day where we can stand together once more. And with that, the frickin' other quest is done. Ooh. Yeah, the ninja questline is done. As we learn Tenchi Jin. Which sounds as is as simple as it sounds in a certain way. I feel like I might want to do something like this, maybe? Do I have it on this thing? Actually, no, what am I talking about? Hell no! That don't make no sense. I think this makes sense, though. Yeah. So, Tenchi Jin temporarily converts each of the 3 mudra into a ninjutsu action. Executing one of these actions will convert the remaining mudra into a different ninjutsu. Actions until all 3 have been executed or the Tenchi Jin effect expires. Only ninjutsu available while active. The same ninjutsu cannot be used twice. Cannot be executed while under the effect of Kasatsu. An effect ends upon moving. So this ability requires you to stand still, and then you can use any of your moves, basically. Which will, like... For instance, if I were to do, like, the first... If I were to use 10 in the beginning, I would use a shuriken. And then the next thing, when I use Jin, it would be Hyuton. Then if I do the middle one, it would then turn into Doton. So you'll be able to use all 3 of those moves. And that's basically how it works, really. A little difficult to explain. Once again, not a ninja main. Don't really play that much ninja, either. So yeah. Anyway, the armor that we get is the stuff that both the enemy was wearing and Yukiri wears. So that's pretty dang cool, in my most humblest of opinions. Let's go and take a look at the individual pieces again. So the mask, I actually quite like the mask. It's a pretty good ninja mask, out of like all of the things. This thing is also really nice, in all honesty. It's really pretty freaking cool. However, I like this one more. I like this, but I like this more. The gloves are also pretty dang sweet. Let me check, actually. It doesn't really fit what I'm going for with this. The pants, they're very poofy pants. And yeah, no, I like the skirt. And then the boots, which are, well, they're fine too, I guess. But not amazing. And then the weapons are also quite nice, but I'm really not too big of a fan of like this kind of jagged design stuff. Really don't like it that much. Anyway, my friends, that is going to conclude this episode of just us playing Final Fantasy XIV. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Just That. And next episode we're going to go and deal with another set of job quests, which will be going in sets of 3 basically. So next episode will be Samurai, Bard, and Machinist, and then we can end it off with Black Mage, Summoner, and Red Mage. In theory. Anyway, goodbye.